Hi, I wanted to chat with you today about habit change. And this is sometimes a scary subject for people, right? Because it's change. And sometimes we don't want to embrace change. Sometimes we think of change just as, or habit change just as bad habits. But I wanted just to maybe to put a spin on this and see how we, as busy professional women in midlife, can embrace habit change for our health, our well being, our balance, our energy, our joy. So I want to start because you know me, I love affirmations. I love already connecting with somebody else's words or somebody else's research and what they've done. So here are some that I found that I really like. You'll never change your life until you change something that you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routines. And that was John C. Maxwell. Brilliant man. Here's another one. Energy is usually at its peak during the first part of your day, which means you should be completing habits that inspire or excite you about the day ahead. So, hi, this is Carrie Burrows. I am a certified health and life coach, owner of KB Consulting, and I work with busy professional women. And habit change is one of the things in the areas that I've been trained in. And it's actually key. And what I really found, it started for me with the nighttime routine and the nighttime habits that I needed to put in place because I had debilitating insomnia. And I'm also finding it's the morning routine and those habits that also are making the difference in my life. So I want to help women to be able not to be afraid of habit change. Habits, you need to do them for at least 66 days, science shows. 66 days to be able to change that habit and that mindset. So here's a few more affirmations I want to talk about. Habits allow us to grow from before to after, to make life easier and better. Habits is notorious, and rightly so. It's for the ability to direct even against our will. But by mindfully shaping our habits, we can harness the power of mindfulness as a sweeping force for serenity, health, energy, and growth. That was Gretchen Rubin. And here is one from Charles Duhigg, who is kind of that pioneer of habit change. And he says, the golden rule of habit change is you can't extinguish a bad habit. You can only change it. Because, right, in midlife, we've already developed some habits, right? Patterns, self-beliefs, limiting beliefs that maybe don't serve us, that we need to maybe adapt or change. Here's another one. Habits are difficult to break, but they are not impossible. Learning how to rework your vocabulary and train yourself to stop saying, I can't, will take time, but you can do it. So something that my dad taught me and that I share is when starting as a young girl, and he gave me these 3 affirmations, and it was something that I needed to start my day with. And it would be, I can, and ... and I will, ... what is that going to be? And then I am, and that feeling of what that was for me taking those steps. So as June, we've been talking about intermittent fasting as a lifestyle. And I guess you can also call that, right? It's a healthy habit. What does that look like for you? Are you interested in trying intermittent fasting? Does that seem like too extreme of a habit? Can you just try it for a short period of time and maybe just start on a small interval if you're going to do, like something like the 16-8 where you fast for 16 hours and then you eat healthy in that 8-hour window? But can you start with maybe a 13-hour and then build up the next week to a 14-hour and maybe do it that way to change that habit and that mindset. So here's some tips on habit change and how you can institute this into your everyday life. There is a difference between good habits and bad habits. And though I don't even like the word bad habits, like, something that you're just needing a change or to institute something new into your lifestyle to benefit you, mind, body, and spirit. Choose what you want to change. Sometimes if we try to change too many variables at a time, they get all jumbled and you don't know what's working. Maybe just try with one and see if you can get that one to stick and just be part of who you are. Start small. So same thing, if you are going to do intermittent fasting, start small, just a small change or whatever that might be. Reconnect and, connect to your usual routines and make sure that they are consistent and strong. So, for me, my nighttime routine is very strong. I stick to it. It is what works. Because with no sleep or very little sleep, the rest of my life just goes awry. And so that is really important. And then, do you need to institute a morning routine? And this is something actually I dig in deeper recently, and it will be in my Midlife Mentor and Motivator newsletter this month for June. So make sure you are signed up. You can go to kbconsulting.com and you can subscribe right there. And I'll be talking about that and my journey for that morning routine. It's called the Miracle Morning. I'm really loving it. And reward and celebrate your successes as you go. We can be so self-critical and so hard on ourselves as we are trying to adapt these new healthy habit changes. And if you are having trouble instituting habit change for whatever it is that you're looking for, please connect with me. That is where my training is. That is what I help my clients do. And we start small and then we work up, and you have support and accountability, and we choose and connect to the why. Why is that habit change so important to you? And we dig into that and really anchor that in, and we put tools and strategies in place so that you can get the transformation you want quicker, simpler, easier. And then you can move on to the next one. So my heart to you, trust your heart, and let's talk about what habit change can be for you.